talk about what actually happens to children when they grow up in emotionally unstable, high conflict or toxic environments. Whether the parents are divorced or still living under the same roof, you'll find these statistics, they apply to them in the same way. The first thing is mental health consequences. Children, this is from the American Psychiatric Board, it says children from high conflict homes are 3 times more likely to develop anxiety and depression even if the parents never divorce. These children often show symptoms of emotional dysregulation, frequent mood swings, outbursts or withdrawal, which appeared in the Journal of Family Psychology. Some grow up to be adults who cannot express themselves except through anger or complete shutdown. Toxic homes teach children that love is unpredictable. One day warm, one day cold. This becomes their emotional default. And so love becomes a tool rather than a blessing. They learn that love is to be used against each other as a punishment to give or don't give or withhold, rather than thinking of love is existing in everything. Even if you disagree, love calls you to reconcile. If you depart, love calls you to be kind and fair. Love calls us to forgive. Love calls us to pardon. Love calls us to let go. Love calls us to still show mercy. But instead they look at love as cold and hot, punishing and used as a tool, unfortunately. Brothers and sisters, this is a silent killer. We have to be very aware of it. The brain development and stress responses are affected in a child growing up in such a family. The statistics and studies show that constant exposure to conflict and tension triggers the amygdala, which is a part of the brain responsible for, well, it controls the fear center. To be in a permanent state of alarm. Amazing studies, alarm. What does this mean? And I've seen it in students and children growing up, that they develop a sense of always being alarmed about everything around them. What does that mean? It means everyone is untrustworthy. Everyone has a motive. Everyone is jealous of them. Everyone is out to get them. Always paranoid, to the point where it gets so extreme with some of them that they don't trust any relationships. And they cannot hold any relationships because they're always paranoid, always thinking that every word, every statement, everything a person is saying, if it's not them, it's the people around them, it's their friends,